I'm not sure the Nigerian League can actually run tests for all the players.
Well, the Nigerian League can run tests for all the players. That's one of the options on ground. Abia Warriors chairman Emeka Ihama stated that that was one of the options on ground, or to take these teams, all the 20 teams in the league, to 2 neutral venues. Maybe Kogi and Cross River State have been declared COVID-19 free at the moment. Then you quarantine both teams.
Okay, the question is, Eval. If the league starts in July, how are you going to conclude it before September?
We can. We've done this magic before.
How?
The Nigerian Professional Football League, we're talking about.
Eval has 5 outstanding matches.
It's possible. We can play midweek and weekends as we.
You have to play about
13 matches before the end of the season.
That's what I'm saying. How are you going to play 13 matches in 1 month? How are you going to play 13 matches in 1 month?
We can't finish those matches in 1 month. The only problem we have here is like the International and Enugu Rangers who have outstanding games up to 4 or 5. That's what the headache is. If not, if we go about playing midweek and weekends, we can fit in 2 games for every week.
All right, okay, Eval, stick around, Eval. Stick around. We'll go to Scotland and we'll look at how Celtic has done it. Celtic have been crowned champions of the Scottish Premier League. Let's take a listen to their celebration. We'll stick around, Eval. Celtic declared champions of the Scottish Premier League. Eval is still with us online. Eval, we'll move to Scotland because Celtic have been declared champions of the Scottish Premier League. And this is what people are doing around the world. England. Okay, let's start with in Scotland. They've just declared Celtic champions of the Scottish Premier League. Is it not safe for Nigeria? Look, football can be cruel sometimes. I know what Eval fans are feeling like, but you know what? The life of these footballers is more important than the league title, if you ask me.
Yes, life is more important than the league title of football itself, because without life you can't play football. But you must also consider that it will be unfair. And I think for some of these leagues that have called up their season, they should be expecting litigations. A lot of court cases will be arising. In fact, the league was called up in Scotland, Celtic declared champions, and Hearts were relegated to the championship. Hearts have already tried to file in a petition against them. I want to take the matter to court. The same thing in the French League, when Paris were declared champions. Lyon were just a point out of the European League season, but based on the fact that the league was ended, Lyon cannot qualify for Europe next season. Lyon want to press charges. The same thing with the full team at the bottom want to play a press charges. So if you end the league at this point in time, you should be afraid for the backlash for the participants and for the litigation, because a lot of clubs will be going to the court, to seek redress in court and make sure that you don't, unfairly, take advantage of the situation at the moment. And I think that's where it gets complicated for teams from leagues that end the season. And the Dutch Eredivisie have done a wise thing. They ended the season, they declared no winner. They didn't relegate or they didn't promote as well. So I think that's the best to do. And even if the credit is still null and void, everything is...
Okay, Eval, let me ask you one question here before we round off this discussion. The Nigerian Football League has no title sponsor. You look at these other leagues around the world, they have title sponsors. You know, monies are being shared to the clubs, how they finish on the league table. It's not as if the clubs are going to get any money anyway. So why the rush to end the league when there's no league title sponsor, when there's no money to spend on players?
I think the main reason why the Nigerian Professional Football League want to end,
because you look at other clubs,
scenario whereby in 2 seasons out of 3, the last 2 are out of the last 3, we've ended the season abruptly. Remember what happened when we had the force majeure in the 2017-2018 campaign when Logi Stars were declared champions because of the internal wrangling in the NFL.
So if you can end the league because of internal wrangling, I mean,
if you end it again like this, it's going to be a backlash for us. It's going to be a big blow that in 3 seasons, 2 of our seasons have ended abruptly.
Let me ask you what 13 clubs in the Egyptian Premier League voted that the league should be cancelled and given to Al Ahly, although the Egyptian Football Federation has not agreed to that. But so what are you playing for when you don't have money to pay winning teams? No money from TV rights. What is it you're playing for?
Well, they are not playing for anything. They are playing for the pride and the sake of just playing football and maybe the continental places. Even international and Rangers who were our represented in last season. So in this season's CAF Cup competition, those just got their $350,000 and $175,000 from CAF. You know, so that's of playing in the Nigerian professional football. Not where they league money. If it's about 50 million league money for the champions, I'm not even been paying the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
So if you ask me, there's nothing to blame for in the Nigerian professional football. But so as not to repeat what happened in 2017-2018 campaign of ending the season abruptly, I think the NFF and the league management company want to finish the season. And I also feel that some clubs are also interested in finishing the season because it's unfair to cut the league short at this point in time and run a year.
How unfair will it be? We know that we don't have enough testing kits. You know what it costs for testing players in the Premier League. If the league is going to resume, you will have to test players. Definitely, you will have to test players. Even if it's a neutral venue, you'll have to test players. Where the testing kit is going to come from? How soon are you going to get responses from when you test the players? Is it feasible in Nigeria? This is Nigeria we're talking about. Can we do it?
It is very feasible in Nigeria, and all thanks to the current sports minister from the direct. He's been able to work hand in hand with the present NFF board and the league management company. And they also liaising with the Federal Ministry of Health. They've said it time and time again.
Yeah, but that's the National Sports Festival. Hello, that's the National Sports Festival, and it's not going to start any soon from now. We're looking at probably December. Probably December. It's not.
All right, and so if you look at it from this direction, now we have states who have gotten themselves testing centers, and then in every all the geopolitical zones. Are you
going to use testing centers for footballers? Because this is a Premier League. You're not going to use. You have to set up you have to set this one. You're not going to use a public testing center for the Premier League, are you?
Well, at the end of the day, that's the only alternative we have. The players.
Listen, once the league ends, why don't you cancel the league and it's a false moya. Hello, it's a false moya if the league ends. It's nobody's fault.
Well, it's quite difficult.
It's a false moya because if the league ends like this, it's not like it's nobody's fault.
And I think the best way they can do it is every geopolitical zone has a testing center. Then players, medical staff would come in, get the swabs or samples of these players, go test it, and return the result for them. Those who are found positive will be isolated and taken out of the group, and football can make the return.
All right, thank you very much, Eval.
You know what we are playing for. That is the only backlash to be to this whole.
All right, Eval, thanks a lot for your thoughts.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at the Nigerian Football League table, how it looks like before it was suspended. Plateau United was topping before the league ended. Let's take a look at the league table before it was suspended sometime in February 14th. Yes, Plateau United was leading, Rivers United second, Lobby Stars third, Rangers fourth, Eval 5th, Aqua 6th, Canopilla 7th, Dakar 8th, and of course Sunshine Stars 9th, Katsina United 10th, Warri Wolves, Ifeanyi Heartland, MFM, Wiki Tories, Abia Warriors, and this is the battle for relegation. Nasarawa United, Jigawa Golden Stars, Kwara United, Adamawa United. That's how the league was before it was suspended sometime in February 14. Let's take a look at what we have trending on our news segment, on our captions. We don't have enough time. Let's take a look at this one. Manuel Neuer, the Bayern Munich #1 goalkeeper, has signed a new contract extension with the Bavarian Giant this afternoon. That's coming from Sky Sports. All right, that's it. Mariappa reveals he tested positive for the coronavirus. He's a player in the Premier League, plays for Watford. His official Watford player, Mariappa, has revealed that he tested positive for the coronavirus in the Premier League. Man City's appeal against European ban to be heard on June 8th to 10th. Don't forget, they were banned for 2 years from European football and also fined 25 million British pounds. And so they are going to appeal this one, and it's going to be heard by the Court of Arbitration from June 8th to 10th in Switzerland. 6 positive COVID-19 tests in the Premier League. That's the latest one we're getting. It could be more. This was earlier this afternoon. So that's it. Let's take a look at our news bar. We talked about this one earlier on. Nigerian Football League will still go ahead. That's coming from the Nigerian Football Federation. Let's take a listen at the sports news we have.
National Extraordinary Meeting of the National Council of Sports, which is comprised of 87 members, has agreed that the National Sports Festival be held this year in Edo State. The festival was postponed because of the outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic, which has halted sporting activities in Nigeria. In the keynote address to the critical stakeholders, the Minister of Youth and Sports, Mr. Sunday Dare, said Nigerian sports must begin to chart its path out of the coronavirus pandemic premises. The sports minister further added that provisions necessary to prevent and treat COVID-19 when the National Sports Festival begins in Benin is paramount. He said provisions of body scanners, testing kits, nose masks, sanitizers, temperature kits, and isolation centers and ventilators will be on ground during the National Sports Festival. He advised the participants to meet and discuss on ways to abridge and modulate the National Sports Festival to be hosted in Edo State in 2020. The minister set up a committee to work out modalities for the successful organization of the 20th National Sports Festival. In European football, the Premier League has received 6 positive tests for coronavirus from 3 clubs after the first phase of testing. A total of 748 tests have been carried out over the weekend. Burnley confirmed that the assistant manager, Ian Warne, tested positive for the coronavirus on Sunday. Manchester City's appeal against a 2-year ban from European football will be heard by the Court of Arbitration for Sport on June 8th to 10th. City were handed a ban and fined £25 million on February 14 for serious breach of UEFA financial fair play and club licensing regulation. The FFP was introduced by UEFA at the start of 2011 to 2012 season to prevent clubs from falling into serious financial difficulties by overspending. In the past, big clubs such as PSG, Galatasaray and AC Milan have been successful. They have turned up with some of the finest lawyers in the world and have had their appeals upheld or been reduced. Inter Milan wants to sign Edinson Cavani on free transfer this summer as they prepare for the departure of Argentine superstar Lautaro Martinez to Barcelona. Lautaro Martinez is one of Barcelona's top targets this summer, and Sky Sports Italy reported that Barcelona has offered a number of players to Inter Milan in a hope of striking a swap or part exchange deal. Sopriye Jaja, RSTV Sports. The decision to continue with the Nigerian Football League was taken via a video conferencing meeting. Item number 7 in the Nigerian Football Association meeting mandated its football committee to liaise with the heads of the Nigerian Professional Football League, the Nigerian National League, the Nigerian National Women's League, and other stakeholders on the return of the domestic football season, subject to announcement by the federal government on resumption of football and other sporting activities in Nigeria. The NFF acknowledged receipt of $500,000 relief funds sent by FIFA and set up a machinery on how the FIFA grant will be utilized. The NFF Executive Committee also mandated the General Secretariat to liaise with the Super Eagles technical advisor, Mr. Genetro, with a view to concluding his contract agreement next week. This means that the MPFL League matches will restart when the federal government gives a go-ahead for sporting activities in the country to resume. Nigerian Football League has been suspended since March 18th due to the coronavirus pandemic. Before the league was suspended, Plateau United was leading the pack with 49 points, Rivers United was second with 45 points, and Lobby Stars were third with 43 points. However, Plateau United, Rivers United, and Lobby Stars have all played 5 matches more than Eimba. If the league does resumes and Eimba wins 4 of its 5 outstanding matches, they will move on top of the Nigerian League table. The Nigerian Football League has been without the title sponsor for at least 2 years. Last year's winners of the Nigerian Football League, Eimba, is yet to receive its prize money for winning the league title. Eimba and Rangers are expected to receive around $600,000 for reaching the group stage of the CAF organized club competitions.
Alright, so that's our package. Just to give you a recap, Nigerian Football League will continue when the lockdown is eased, and the National Sports Festival will still go ahead later on this year, 2020. That's our package on today's program. Many thanks to my team. Victor Isgaya, thank you very much. Israel Igolema, thank you very much. Glorious Eval, thank you very much. And to the executive producer of this show, Pastor Daphne Gogoabe, thank you very much. My name is Sopriye Godwin Jadasin. Catch you and stay safe.
The decision to continue with the Nigerian Football League, the Nigerian League received a $500,000 relief fund sent by FIFA and set up